And this is Dave Speed. Dave, a great pleasure to meet you again. And Dave's hobby is making violins, or fiddles, as you call them.
Fiddles in Scotland,
Fiddles in Scotland. And if you don't mind me saying, what's strange about your hobby is the fact that you don't actually play the violin yourself.
Can't play a note.
No.
That's the big handicap, believe me, in making fiddles.
Yeah, I should think so. But the dream had always been to hear a professional playing one of your fiddles.
That's right.
OK. So we've now done the baseline of the plot. However, I turned up at Dave's house, having persuaded him that I was hosting a new documentary about people that make violins. Sort of violin watch.
Well, the first one I ever made was a young girl one day, 7 years old, came home from school and she'd said she had lost her violin. And to get her, you know, brighten her up and cheer her, I said, jumped in with both feet and said, oh, I'll make one for you.
You'd never made a violin before?
No, never dreamt of it before.
And what skills did you have at that time?
I'm a joiner, of course.
I see. And how long ago are we talking about?
Oh, well, we're talking about 20 years ago.
Right.
And I got hold of an old violin from a pal of mine, and I started making it. And within a fortnight, I had made it.
Well, without referring to books or anything?
No, it was just copying it from a fiddle that I saw.
So you must be an expert musician?
No, I'm not a musician at all. I can't play myself.
How many would you think that you have made?
Considering the ones that I spoiled and made firewood off, we're close on 200.
200?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever been fortunate enough to hear a whole orchestra playing your violins?
That's what I would like, to do that, to see the whole orchestra.
Well, this has been fascinating, and good luck with your hobby. Yeah. But more importantly, I hope you one day realise your ambition of hearing a complete professional orchestra all playing your violins. Karen, I think I've just left Dave in a state of some bewilderment. Would you mind telling us the story?
Well, Dave, like a lot of young men in his time, went away to the army, and his younger brother went away to the army during the war. And his younger brother was killed while he was away. When he came back, his father was quite a broken man, and he died not long after. But he had asked Dave to sort of look after his mother, which he did until 1965, till she died. He describes his house as a workshop that he lives in rather than a house that he works in, because he's devoted his life to making his violins.
Karen, I'm going to need your help. You've got to get Dave out of the house for me so that we can borrow the violins off the walls and bring them here to the Burnt Island Parish Church. And then, if you wouldn't mind, transporting him here as well for what I hope will turn out to be the realisation of that ambition. Mr. Speed, we meet again. This morning,
Yes?
we were not making a programme about people's hobbies.
Oh.
No. Would you come with me, please? Come with us, Karen. You have said that it was always your ambition to have an orchestra play your violin.
Yes.
Well, we didn't get just any old orchestra. These are the ladies and gentlemen of the Royal Scottish National Orchestra,
Good heavens.
who are now going to play your violins.
Mine?
And the performance is
Good
just
heavens.
for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, all of them. It's beautiful. I can hardly talk. It's amazing. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Well done. Wonderful piece of music.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. And beautifully played on some fine fiddles.
Well, I think, I don't even say that, but I think about it often. It's one of my favourite pieces now, of course.
Yeah. And I must say the orchestra...
to get your own Scottish orchestra, your own national orchestra playing, good heavens. I mean,
Well, but they thought the instruments were magnificent.
Yes, but I never dreamt, of course, I would ever hear a thing like that. I mean, that's a miracle.
Well, the leader of the orchestra, who's also the leader of the violins...
She's a lovely player, isn't a lovely girl.
Justine Watts.
Yes.
She's a huge fan. Yeah, she's just had a baby, but she's a huge fan of yours and wanted to be here this evening to wish you a very happy Christmas.
I would have
Justine.
Lovely. You just had a baby too?
Yes, I've just had a baby.
That's lovely.
It's great to see you too.
Yes, it is. Oh, I'm very happy to see you.
Good.
Well, we have one of your fiddles in the case here, and I know it was your wish to say a big thank you to the orchestra by presenting them with a fiddle.
Yes.
But I think you're going to go even better than that, because this is going to go Pride of Place.
Yes, Pride of Place in our hall. I'm absolutely delighted to accept it on behalf of the orchestra. Thank you, Dave.
Can I thank you very, very much indeed for joining us, and a very happy Christmas to you, sir.
Thanks very much. Thank you. It's been lovely.